You believe a lack of discipline is a character flaw, that there is something wrong with you, that you're weak, unfocused, unmotivated, inconsistent. But none of this is true. Your problem is not moral. It is not a failure of character. It is a neurobiological conflict between what your ancient brain is designed for and what your modern life demands from you. Your brain is not built for greatness. It is not built for mastery, achievement, long-term goals, or lifelong discipline. It is an evolutionary machine with a single, non-negotiable directive: immediate survival and maximum energy conservation. It wants to protect you from uncertainty. It wants to shield you from discomfort. It wants to keep you alive today, not help you become exceptional 10 years from now. This ancient brain does not understand future success. It understands food, safety, comfort, warmth, and minimal effort. It wants to sit you down, feed you dopamine, and make you repeat the same easy cycle forever. Every time you try to build discipline, you are not fighting laziness. You are fighting millions of years of evolutionary programming, and evolution usually wins. That is why you struggle. That is why you start strong and fall off. That is why no amount of motivation videos, inspirational quotes, or midnight promises ever seem to stick. You are trying to overpower biology using pure willpower, and willpower was never meant to carry the weight of your whole life. Motivation is a spark. Evolution is a mountain. The people who seem endlessly disciplined are not better than you. They are not stronger. They simply stopped trying to fight the brain. They learned to manipulate it. They build systems around themselves that make the right action, the easy action. They don't depend on bursts of motivation. They design their environment so that even on their worst days, their habits continue. Because discipline is not a personality trait. It is not something you have. It is something you engineer. To do this, you must stop thinking of your environment as a passive background. Your environment is an architect, silently shaping everything you do. It determines what you reach for, what you delay, what you forget, and what you repeat without noticing. You must design your life using the 4 laws of behavior that govern every action you take. The first law is make it obvious. Human behavior runs on cues. If a habit is hidden, it is forgotten. You don't procrastinate because you're lazy. You procrastinate because nothing around you is signaling you to act. Your running shoes are buried under old clothes. Your books are in drawers. Your workspace is cluttered. Your brain can't find the cue, so it chooses the easier path. You must place your habits in your line of sight. Leave your running shoes by the door. Put the book on your pillow. If you want to write tomorrow morning, set the notebook open with the pen already on the page. Make the right action unavoidable. Make the wrong action inconvenient. Because the brain does not respond to intention, it responds to visibility. The second law is make it attractive. Your brain is a reward-seeking machine. It pursues whatever it expects to feel good. This is where most people fail. They demand discipline from a brain that sees no immediate pleasure in the task. You must create anticipation. You must associate the hard habit with something pleasurable. This is the power of temptation bundling. Only listen to your favorite podcast while cleaning. Only drink your favorite expensive coffee while studying. Only watch your favorite show while on the treadmill. You are rewiring your brain to crave the very behavior you once avoided. You are using its primitive wiring instead of fighting against it. The third law is make it easy. The enemy of all habits is friction. The greater the effort, the lower the chance your brain will choose it. This is why you start strong and fall off. The action requires too much activation energy. You must shrink your habits until they are impossible to resist. Use the 2-minute rule. Every habit must be reducible to an action that takes less than 2 minutes. Reading becomes read 1 paragraph. Working out becomes put on shoes. Cleaning becomes fold 1 shirt. People laugh at this strategy because it seems too small. But the purpose is not the action. The purpose is the identity reinforcement. Once you start, momentum takes over. You're no longer negotiating with your brain. You're already in motion. The fourth law is make it satisfying. Your brain demands immediate reward. Long-term goals, like losing weight, getting rich, or mastering a skill, do not deliver the dopamine your brain wants today. So you must manufacture immediate satisfaction. Visual measurement is your secret weapon. Use a habit tracker. Move a marble from one jar to another. Draw a check on a wall calendar. Give your brain something to celebrate right now. because the behavior that gets rewarded is the behavior that gets repeated. But here is the truth. Your system will still fail eventually. Life will interrupt you. Stress will break you. Your routines will collapse. And this is where most people give up. Not because they lack discipline, but because they never built a system for failure. A system is not complete if it cannot recover. You must use commitment devices, present moment decisions that lock your future self into the right path when your motivation drops. Block apps, autopay into savings, schedule workouts with a friend who will call you out. Create a contract with yourself that future you cannot escape. And when failure eventually happens, use the rule that protects every long-term transformation. Never miss twice. Missing once is life. Missing twice is a habit. Miss Monday, but not Tuesday. Burnout on a morning routine? Fine. Reset the next morning. The streak doesn't matter, the trajectory does. When things fall apart, don't judge yourself. Diagnose the system. Ask where the cue failed. Ask where friction grew. Ask where the reward disappeared. Then redesign the environment. Change the sequence. Attach the habit to a new anchor. Every failure is data. Every setback is feedback. You are not breaking down. You are optimizing. And now we reach the deepest transformation of all, identity. Because none of this truly sticks until you shift who you believe you are. Your identity is the gravitational center of your behavior. If you continue to see yourself as someone who procrastinates, someone who fails, someone who can't stick to anything, your brain will continue to make decisions that match that identity. You cannot outwork a self-image that is working against you. Identity is not changed through affirmations. It is changed through repeated action, small, simple, undeniable proof. Every time you read one page, you cast a vote for the identity, I am a reader. Every time you clean one dish, you cast a vote for, I am someone who keeps my environment clean. Every time you work for 2 minutes, you cast a vote for, I am disciplined. Identity is not declared. It is accumulated. So stop chasing outcomes. Stop chasing motivation. Stop trying to brute force your way into a new life. Become the kind of person who simply does what the identity demands. When you shift your identity, habits stop feeling like effort. They begin to feel like expression. You're not forcing discipline. You are acting in alignment with who you are becoming. At this point, you no longer have a discipline problem. You have a system, a blueprint, a map for transforming yourself from someone who constantly betrays their own intentions into someone who effortlessly fulfills them. This is the part where most people nod their head, feel inspired, and then return to their old life. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow. They tell themselves they need a perfect plan. They tell themselves they need more motivation. You do not. You have everything you need. You have the laws, you have the system, you have the identity. The only work left is execution. Stop punishing yourself for not having infinite willpower. Stop calling yourself lazy. Stop believing you're broken. You are not broken. You have just been fighting the wrong enemy. Redirect your energy. Build the system. Build the identity. Build the environment that makes good behavior automatic. And when you do, discipline will stop being a mountain you climb. It will become the ground you walk on. Go build your system.